We are continuing our special Lenten reflection series. I'm Matt Swain from the Sunrise Morning Show, along with my colleague Anna Mitchell. And for each of these segments, and we've been doing a few of them so far, we've decided that one of us will pre-select a Lenten-themed Bible verse or quote without telling the other what it's going to be and see what that thought brings up for us. I quizzed Anna Mitchell last time with a quote out of the blue. She's got one for me today. I don't know what it is, but I'm excited to find out. Anna, how are you?
I am doing great, and I am so ready to discuss this quote. Are you ready
I bet
for
it's
it?
I bet it's going to be intense. All right, what
Do
do you
you
got?
want a hint? You gave me a hint
I gave you
yesterday,
a
and it
hint
didn't
last time.
work.
Give me one hint.
Okay. Church father.
Okay.
Okay. This is talking about fasting.
All right.
He says, to make this acceptable, so to make fasting acceptable, mercy must be added. Fasting bears no fruit unless it is watered by mercy. Fasting dries up when mercy dries up. Mercy is to fasting as rain is to the earth. However much you may cultivate your heart, clear the soil of your nature, root out vices, sow virtues, if you do not release the springs of mercy, your fasting will bear no fruit.
That's hardcore. I'm going to... How about Basil the Great?
No.
Is it somebody Cappadocian?
Peter Chrysologus.
Peter Chrysologus, the golden-worded doctor of the church. Now, that's great. But it also ties back into the reading from Joel that we heard on Ash Wednesday, which is, what kind of fast does the Lord want? One where you're like angry and cranky and, well, hangry, ultimately, and going around and like griping at everybody, or the kind which causes you to be merciful to your neighbor. I mean, that's really how all this stuff is supposed to tie together, right? You're not just fasting for, because you're on the one meal a day intermittent fasting, like detox diet. You're fasting because that frees up some other resources, right, to go give alms.
Absolutely. And of course, mercy being the ultimate form of almsgiving. I actually got keyed into this quote.
I think Father Hezekiah had some stuff to say recently, or maybe it was last year, about this idea of mercy.
Oh yeah. Well, the beginning of it's a long homily that Peter Chrysologus gave on fasting, but he talks about prayer, fasting, and mercy being three pillars. But what keyed me into this was looking at the reading from the Friday after Ash Wednesday. You mentioned Joel on Ash Wednesday, this one from Isaiah 58 on the Friday after Ash Wednesday, in which the Lord is like, you guys are asking, like, why do we fast? Do you not see, Lord? And he goes, are you kidding me? What do you think I'm seeing right now? You are putting your brother into slavery when I called a year of Jubilee. And I started thinking about this and what St. Peter Chrysologus says here, it doesn't matter how much other virtue I'm sowing. If I'm not forgiving my brother or my sister a wrong that has been done to me, I'm basically starving myself when I fast because it's bearing no fruit. All of what we do during Lent is meant to give us the opportunity to grow in charity. And like we were just saying, the ultimate charity is to show mercy, to not hold someone in spiritual bondage.
Yeah, and the Catechism, I don't have it just quite. Yeah, no, here it is. In like 1470, it talks, and actually it talks about all through the section of 1468 and on, when it talks about the effects of the sacrament of reconciliation. So first of all, it gets you forgiven. Second of all, it reconciles you with the church. Third of all, right, it gives you strength to resist sin later on. And also in the mix of all that is it causes you as a recipient of mercy to be like, hey, if I was forgiven for my nonsense, then maybe I should forgive somebody else for their nonsense. So, I mean, it's all kind of tied together. And it's all, I mean, it makes sense that the church would put prayer and fasting and almsgiving all together in the context of penance because they all make sense as a whole together.
Absolutely. And when you think about our own penances, I mean, I think it's so kind that the church says almsgiving instead of mercy, right? Because giving away my money often is is easier than giving away my forgiveness to somebody that has hurt me.
Yeah.
Hurt me.
It's an asset you possess.
It's
right?
an asset I possess. It's one
relinquish.
that I can hold over someone's head. And I mean, that's not to say that there haven't been some terrible wrongs done to people. I'm not denying that. But imagine the wrong that was done to our Lord, and he forgave from the cross. I mean,
while it was all happening.
I don't think that the Lord forgot that he was crucified. We don't have to forget it, but we do have to forgive.
Good stuff from St. Peter Chrysologus today. I'm Matt Swain from the Sunrise Morning Show. Thanks for watching. We encourage you to like and subscribe so we can continue to share more great conversations. And be sure to visit us at sunrisemorningshow.com.